everybody. I'm very pleased to welcome to Alexander and Jane from Imperial Age band to
Hi.
Alaridos Radio. Hi guys, how you doing?
Hello, everything is great. We are really happy to be here today.
Yeah, we are working a lot, but so it's a good pause from the work to do something else, for example, to answer some questions.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm very glad to have you today. Let's start by talking about the beginning of everything. When did you fall in love with metal music?
Oh, we've just been writing a 30-page biography of the band. We just finished it because we never actually published a biography on the website, so it's going to be soon on the website. But just to make it short, it all started when we first met at high school in Moscow, and I was listening to punk rock back then, but this young lady was already listening to metal, so she's the cause of everything. Basically, she drove me into this, and then as any newly converted metalhead, I of course decided to make a band of my own. So that's how it very quickly how it all began.
Wow, great decision. And Jane?
For me, actually, I was listening at school. I was listening mostly to hip hop. I was a huge fan of Eminem, but then at the high school, I saw on MTV, I saw him music video, and it was the point when I just, like in few days, I switched from hip hop to metal, and I started to listen different metal bands, and so here I am now.
Well.
So yeah, everything is basically thanks to MTV.
Yeah. So it's time to talk about Imperial Age. Correct me, please, if I'm wrong. The band was founded in 2012. Is
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
How you started?
Well, we just told you. I had a band called Revelance before that, but it didn't last long. It was a very, your regular amateur band. We were mostly drinking. We haven't released a single album. But then at some point, after a very strong hangover, I realized that this was going nowhere. So then I called Jane, and we decided to do a proper musical project, and that's how Imperial Age was born.
Okay. You had 3 albums. Is correct? 3
Yes.
full
Working
album. Yeah. Okay. Could you tell us about your creative process?
The creative process is very simple. Once I can spare some time, because most of our time is eaten up by managing the band, because we are an independent band. So we do everything ourselves, and most of the time we work at the office, but it's not someone else's office, it's our own office right here, doing everything that has to do with the band, with the web shop, etc. So once I can take some time off that, I sit down and I start writing songs, and I always have a lot of ideas, more than I can actually implement, because these ideas, they tend to come to me in very uncomfortable times and places. For example, at 4 a.m, when I wake up to go piss, for example, I have a tune playing in my head, so I have to take my phone and start singing, and then I can't go to sleep anymore. Or for example, if I'm jogging somewhere in the fields, all of a sudden in the middle of the run, like panting, I take up my phone, switch the recording, then start singing something, which sounds absolutely horrible. And when I just decide to actually sit there and write it, I have to decipher what the hell was I trying to
say.
and I have a lot of those.
Yeah. And I play a very important role in music writing because my main role is to come and listen to what he just wrote, and then I tell whether it is shit and he should delete everything, or it's like, okay, that will do. Continue.
That's called quality control.
Yeah, quality control.
Very good, very good.
So if you have shit songs, it's her.
No. The next question is about your goals of this year. Do you plan to go on tour, any concerts? And between us, do you have any plans visit to Canary Islands, for example?
With regards to the touring, we probably will wait until we have the new album for Europe and the UK, but we have the rest of the world, which we've never played before, and we are ready to go on tour in both Americas, Australia, whatever, anywhere basically, as soon as it will be possible. I mean, we cannot organize everything ourselves. We cannot just say like, okay, let's go and play America in 1 month.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, we would love to do that, but we can't do that. So we have to wait for someone on the other side to be interested in inviting us.
Yeah.
As a call promoter. But yeah, at the moment, my mind is, if we talk about geography, I'm focused on the Americas, or North America and South America, because we've just had a very big tour in Europe and in the UK. This year we played in the UK twice. But we've never played in North and South America. So that's hopefully the next place that we're going to go to. It is difficult to organize, but we will start doing it. We have great support from our fans. So I think this will be very possible indeed.
Okay. How do you prepare before each performance to connect with the audience, with your fans or public in general?
Well, since during the performance, an artist usually has, like I can describe it as a circle of energy circulating between an artist and the audience. Then basically it's just, I don't know, setting up your mind that we should be, I don't know, like source of light, source of energy for them, for the audience. And then when we start to play, when people feel energy which is coming from us, they start to get involved into the process, and then this circle starts to to turn. And basically there is no specific ritual, it's just to open up your mind. Do you agree?
Yeah, Rammstein, in their song, which is called Rammstein, they have a line, 6 Herzen, die brennen, das Feuer hält euch warm, which translates as 6 hearts which are burning and the fire keeps you warm. So that's exactly what Jane just explained.
Wow. Looking back to your musical career, is there any experience on a stage that you especially remember?
I would name probably 2.5 shows. One was our first show with Imperial Age.
It was definitely.
Yeah, it was in Moscow. First Imperial Age show.
Yes.
first Imperial Age show was in
Yes.
Moscow.
No, it was in St. Petersburg. I checked in Club Arctic, and the second one was in Rock Castle.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, it was my first time on stage at all. So I've never been on stage before that. And this is something I will definitely remember forever. And the next show would be Live New World, our online concert, the huge online concert with the choir and orchestra, which we did right before we left Russia. It was just so huge, and there were so many people involved in it. It probably was the biggest. The scale of the process. It was the biggest that we've ever done, and also the situation when you do not have the real audience, only the film group, and like several thousand people watching you
51,000.
on the other side of the screen. So you cannot see all of them, but you know that they're there.
Yeah.
This is so strange, and that's also something to remember. It was really, really great.
For me, that's the same. That's the Live New World, because you look into the camera and you understand that there are 50,000 people behind that camera. And plus, as Jane said, it was our biggest production so far. We need to repeat that. We need to repeat that. Maybe from Latin America. I'm being told that you guys have. You're from where yourself?
Spain, Europe, Canary Islands.
Ah, you're from the Canary Islands.
The Canary Islands, yeah.
Because you were speaking Spanish, I thought you might be from Mexico. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So we're thinking that maybe we will do another show like that from Mexico, or maybe from London. We shall see. But I can tell you for sure that before the next album comes out, we will try to repeat that experience on a big.
Oh, it's amazing. It's scary, but amazing. I know, for example, Nightwish is one of Alexander's favorite band. For example, Nightwish, Iron Maiden, or Avantasia. And for James, him, Muse. Correct me, please, if I'm wrong. So, which artist would you like to share on a stage or work together on other musical project or album, for example?
All of them.
Yeah, any any artist, not necessarily bigger than us. It can be an artist smaller than us, you know. I mean, just do it. You know, in metal music, there is lack of collaboration between artists. Although it's not evident, but if you look at the people who are collaborating, it's always the same, like 3 or 5 people. But all the rest, when you try to collaborate with someone who is your size or bigger, it's actually easier to collaborate with those who are bigger, because people who are your size, what the hell are you? I think we should learn a bit from rap and hip hop, you know, like those guys are like really supportive of each other, and they all collaborate with everybody. So I think that's what we should learn to do in metal.
Yeah.
To treat each other not as competitors, you know, but as brothers and sisters.
What is your opinion about current music scene around the world? For example, what do you think about of digital impact on music with the social media mainstream platform like Facebook, Instagram, or Spotify?
There is a very good new streaming service. It's called Rock. We're not a that I just spoke to the founder, Alex Lundenburg from Camelot. And he really convinced me that this is a good thing. It's like Spotify for metal bands. for metal fans, and they say that they will pay bands more. So, for example, this is a good idea. Also, when it comes to streaming, there are like two points of view usually. The older guys, they say, this is all crap, where they don't pay enough, etc. And the younger generation just doesn't understand why do you need a CD or vinyl. So I think the truth is actually somewhere in between, but in the end, you cannot stop progress. It's like with people are discussing, is AI good or bad? It's like discussing, I don't know, oxygen in the air. It's just there. There's nothing you can do about it. So you either use it or someone else is going to use it. So same with all these things. So I think it just boils down to whether you want to sit and complain, or you want to use the brain, Luke, and figure out how you can use this to your advantage.
Yeah, it is also depends on where your audience wants to listen the music, because everyone is different. Someone wants to have a collection of the CDs and vinyls, and for probably most people it's just easier to click on Spotify on the play button and to have the music playing in their house. So as an artist, I think that we should try to deliver our music to make our music available for all people. So for those who want CD, for those who want streaming, for those who want music videos. So it's in our interest to make it available for as many people as possible. So there is nothing bad in streaming. There is nothing bad in TikTok, in Instagram, in Spotify, whatever. So it's just all of these is an opportunities to make your music heard. Why don't use them?
I absolutely agree. Jane, as usual, she's always right. But I'm being told all the time, we cannot sell CDs. Nobody buys CDs anymore. I don't know. I just calculated when we're doing accounting. We sold more than 10,000 CDs since July. Think about it. Without a record label, without anything, shipping mostly from here. Also, at the same time, we have 54,000 people listening to us only on Spotify every single month. It works altogether, and people are constantly asking for vinyl. So that Jane just explained what we do. For example, people who are younger, in general, not all of them, they prefer to stream. There you go, guys. Are some people who are older, they prefer a CD or a vinyl. There you go. But I also see a lot of young people starting to buy vinyl, for example, and even CDs. Even if they don't listen to them, they want to have something physical as a souvenir. So, whatever, in the end, I think it boils down to whether this particular artist works or doesn't work. Whether your fans actually like what you're doing or not. Everything else is just discussions.
How do you choose your album cover or merchandising look? For example, for your concert or your CDs, how do you choose this aesthetic? Aesthetic? How do you say visual art? For example, the cover of the album.
Well, it is a part of the whole image. I mean, when we create an album or a single music video, anything, an album, for example, then there is an idea behind this. So there is some theme that are being explained or spoken about in this album. So all the visuals, they come together as they should complement the audio part of the album. So we have an understanding about what the album is, so that we have somehow to get this message, this idea into the visual part. Usually Alex draws some very primitive sketch, like like in the Stone Age, like they did on in the caves.
We publish all of them on Patreon. The guys who are in our fan club on Patreon, they laugh a lot on these things, because I'm not going to show it to the public, but over there you can see it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, 5-year-old child
Sick people,
draws the people. Yeah. Then he explains to me, oh, what does that mean? All this. And then I have a bit better drawing skills, just a bit, not I mean,
she's very good. Being modest.
So the next step is that I create like more advanced sketch. So everyone can understand what is going to be on the cover art, and then we give this sketch with a long explanation to the digital artist. But usually these guys, they are very good, but very slow, like super slow. Slowest people in the world. Yeah, so some of the art, including album covers, he does himself. But actually, you also did album covers for the singles.
Yes. I'm good at Photoshop. I'm very bad at drawing with my hand.
Okay.
I have a visual brain, so if I'm given a piece of software, I can do some. For example, I design all our websites and all our web pages.
And all our merch.
And most of our merch and stuff, but I cannot draw it by hand because I just don't have the skill. So I have the picture in my hand, but the link between the hand and the hand, it's a skill which you just develop. For example, I am a very bad pianist, and I cannot play our songs, but I can write them so that somebody else can play them. So so it's the same thing.
Interesting.
With regard to the shows, to the visual part of the shows, I design our costumes, and I heavily participate in their creation, like with my hands, doing all the decorations and everything. And the rest, actually, we have a lot of ideas how to improve our live performances. We have a lot of ideas about new stage props. Yeah. So we just energy and money to implement all of this.
Very true.
Okay. To conclude, would you mind, please, to send a message to the audience that is listening you right now, or, for example, what advice give you emergent band in the metal scene, for example, or people, or what advice or message?
I would probably like to say, to encourage everyone, the listeners, to as many new bands as possible, because music is a tool that can help person with different situations in their life. We've got a lot of messages that our music helped someone to overcome, I don't know, depression or something. So music is a good, it's not a drug. I cannot say that music is a drug, but maybe it is.
Maybe.
it can act as a medicine. So just listen to as much music as you can. Try to find what you like. Try different artists. And for the artists, just to write music, put your heart, your soul in the music, because only in this case, your music will have this impact on the audience. It will not be just an, I don't know, empty bottle with nothing in it. So just really treat your music seriously, as if you're trying to change the reality with your music, but only in a good way. I mean, don't try to destroy. Try to make the world a better place, and then everyone will be happy. The bands, the audience, everyone.
Speaking of technology, what Jane just said is what makes human art different from AI.
Yeah.
If you think about it in terms of dimensions, what the AI does, if we take a picture like from Midjourney, it's just a two-dimensional picture. When the human consciousness creates something, that's a multi-dimensional thing, you know, and it has a much. It's the same difference as between a square and a cube, or rather a line and a cube. You know? So yeah, do that. It's invaluable. And I would like to take the opportunity to say a huge thank you to all our fans and to everybody who's listening to us, because I would like to remind everybody that the band is the fans. No fans, no band. Also, no band, no fans. Yeah. So, yeah, in the end, our journey is your journey, guys. And your support, you mean the world to us. So we always say it, and we're absolutely sincere.